Good morning. Excellent research yesterday. I hope you profited from it. 2 goals before half time. How about that? Both teams to score. Really good stuff. Udinese avoided the draw. Down to 10 men as well. Or did that come late? Came after the match was over pretty much. Good result, taking advantage of Lazio, obviously Champions League distracted. Almeria still can't win despite leading twice. I think it was twice. No, it was once. Rather inevitable, wasn't it? But they did get a point. That makes it 4 or 5 draws now recently at home. Those were the main matches yesterday. Really good research. Very, very happy with the Premier League research there. Today, it's a bit tougher. Arsenal against Porto, Champions League and English Championship, League 1 and League 2. But I've used AI to give you a better look at the Champions League matches. I don't tend to research them myself because there's nothing I can give you stats wise. So I've just put it together. I hope you find it useful. Quite simply, it's you take the first leg and then we work from there. So it's a 1-0 lead for Porto in the first leg. So Arsenal must score the first goal. They have a very good record against Porto. They've won all 3 home games in the Champions League. Porto have never won away to an English club. That's a very good stat, particularly if they lead tonight. Porto have outscored their opponents in both halves in each of the last 2 games, but that might be domestic football. Arsenal have won the last 3 home games against Porto. But again, just check the last time they were played. Were they many years ago? Because they'd be pretty irrelevant if they were quite a long time ago. There have been 3 or more goals scored in each of Arsenal's last 4 home games. So they look well positioned to get a result today. They must score first. And if Porto score, Porto are certainly gettable. Arsenal having to score 2 goals then. Barcelona and Napoli. 1-1 in the first leg. All to play for in the second leg. Lewandowski and Victor Osimhen finding the net in the first match. But some interesting stats. Barcelona unbeaten in the last 5 matches against Napoli. Again, just check the recent head-to-heads. Is it a recent stat or is this quite an old stat? João Felix has netted first or last in 7 of his 8 goal-scoring appearances in the Champions League. Both teams have scored in Napoli's last 6 games. Barcelona have scored in the second half of the last 8. More goals have been scored in the second half in Barcelona's last 7 home games. They kept a clean sheet in the last 3 matches, but again, that might be domestic. You know as well as I do, 2.37, the favourite, suggests we're not going to research, but I've taken Soccerway and Soccer 24's preview and got the best out of it. Middlesbrough appear poised to continue their recent dominance over Birmingham. A likely outcome could see Middlesbrough clinch a 2-1 victory away from home. Middlesbrough has won 4 consecutive clashes against Brum. Birmingham have won just one of the last 5 championship matches. Miyoshi has scored in the last 2 home games for Birmingham. Birmingham have conceded at least 1 goal from Middlesbrough in the last 10 home games. They've beaten Birmingham more often than any other opponent in league action. If Middlesbrough won away this championship season, there were at least 3 goals scored in 88% of games. So do remember that if you fancy Middlesbrough today. That's all I can offer you, research-wise. We do have English League 1, English League 2. No point me researching these matches because we've got to factor in league position because we are in the middle of March. But do pick up the odds on favourites. Plenty of them tonight, which should augur well for trading if they perform. Derby, for example, scoring a whole raft of second half goals last match. So there's plenty of decent sides. We're getting to know them quite well. English League 2, odds on favourite Wrexham. Mansfield, I think, got the loss at the weekend. Mansfield. Swindon. Crewe. And Bradford City against Forest Green. Should be a banker, that one. take on any Forest Green lead, although I think they did get the win in their last match. I'm not going to do National League or any of the others. So it's a quietish night. DBF Pokal, Borussia Mönchengladbach should be favourites. Saarbrücken are from a lower tier league. And that's that. Scottish Championship. So I'll leave you with that. Start time tonight. We don't have any early Champions League starts. It looks like a late one for me tonight. 7:45 would be the obvious starting point to get the English Championship League One and League Two. They've been excellent leagues since Christmas, League One, League Two especially, and it's great we can get trading profit without actually researching pre-match. But do bear in mind, you need to know league positions, because that will give you an added motivating factor, and it will also give you an added headache that these relegation threatened sides are picking up wins in the least likely places. Millwall, for example, QPR, I think, recently beating Southampton. I'm not sure if it's Saints. Saints got beaten by a relegation threatened side recently, so you've got to factor all of this in. Wimbledon and Gillingham, mid-table. Well, these two are squabbling, for example, for the automatic promotion spot. So Wimbledon, the onus is on Wimbledon to take points off Gillingham tonight. It's very, very tight for that last spot. You can tell, all the way down to 12th place Bradford. So just have a quick look like this, and then you know Bradford are 12th and vying for automatic promotion. Sorry, promotion playoff. Add 3 points to that, and they're zooming up to within a point or 2 points of the promotion places. Forest Green, of course, with a win today, takes them out of the relegation zone. So vital for Forest Green. Do this for all of these matches. I'll do that this evening as well. But one last look using the standings. Colchester against Doncaster. Well, this is a relegation 6-pointer for Colchester. Must increase the gap to Forest Green to 5 points with a win today. Doncaster are relatively safe. They're 13 points above the relegation zone. A win today could take them to 46 and it'll be up to 16th. Unlikely to be vying for the promotion playoff places. Those are for teams with 50 plus points. So an interesting coupon this evening. I'll see you at about 7:45 at footballtradingprofits.club.